Hello, this is Amanda with From Where I Stamp near Kingston, Ontario. And today is January 4th. How did we get into 2022 already? I don't know, but I'm glad we're here because new products. Looky, I can show you the inside of the catalog now. Sorry. I love new product, and I wanted to take a few moments to share with you how it works, how Sale-A-Bration works, how the new catalog works, what's inside, and to show you some projects that I've made, either that you may have seen already if you follow me on social media, like my Facebook or Instagram page, or even follow me here, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And one project you'll see sometime today, and with another video, but it's an unlisted one, so I'll share that event with you. But also another project using some projects products from the mini catalog and from Sale-A-Bration together. It'll be going up on Thursday, so you get a sneak peek. So I'll share that one near the end of the video. It's one of my favorite combination of products from both catalogs. All right, ready to get started and see what's in the new catalogs? Let me swap these cameras around and we'll get started. All right, I'm going to talk about Sale-A-Bration first, just because it's so much fun to earn free product. So for Sale-A-Bration, if you're new to Stampin' Up, or you may have forgotten, for every $60 or $120 order Canadian, because I'm in Canada, you would earn one free item. All right, so let's have a look inside this nice new fresh catalog. All right, so we have the Island Vibes stamp set. Is something you can earn for free with a $60 purchase. I don't have that one yet. There's 12 by 12 Daffodil Afternoon 12 by 12 designer paper. Now, there's a lot of things on my wish list that I don't have yet, but it's very early. Now, Sale-A-Bration starts today and runs until February 28th. I wasn't sure how many days was in February this year. But then we have the Sunshine and Rainbows designer paper, and that's what I'll show you at the end of the video. And some project ideas. Now, if you need either one, hair on my face, sorry. If you need either one of these catalogs, there'll be a link below to request a catalog. Either drop a comment. If you're in Canada and you don't have a demonstrator and would like a catalog, leave me a comment, send me a message, or click the link to request a catalog. So next up, we have the Simply Marvelous designer paper, the Awesome Otters stamp set, which is adorable, and I haven't made anything with it yet, but you'll see something with it soon, because I just love the little fish in his hands or her hands and the little party hat. Sorry, it went blurry. It is just so cool. All right. So then we have, this is a bundle. So like the Awesome Otters was a $60. You purchase $60 of product, and it can be any $60. It doesn't have to, it could be $61. It could be $80, whatever, as long as it's at least $60. So this one here is the Friendly Hello stamp set with the Friendly Hello 12 by 12 designer series paper. Nice and fresh, makes me think of early summer, late spring, with some beautiful projects. The Special Moments stamp set, it's a $120 order, free. So free with a $120 order. So Special Moments, so it has a lot of sentiments. And it comes, so it's a photopolymer. It comes on 2 little sheets, and these go right here. And so they're a good size. So the front of the stamp case may not be full size, but this is full size in here. So some good sentiments. So I'm just going to put these back in here. Another set I haven't used yet, but I will. And then it talks about being a host. So if you wanted to host a party with any of your friends, we can do them online. I'm not doing it in person yet, but if you wanted to do it online, we can do that. If you wanted to get together, and I can join you virtually, or you know, that type of thing. If you host, you can earn this stamp set for free with a qualifying order. And then if you wanted to join and get a 20% discount on your purchases, so if it's something that your wish list is at least $135, I would suggest looking at joining Stampin' Up, because you also get to choose 2 free stamp sets. So your choice, any 2 stamp sets in the mini catalog and the annual catalog, not including host sets or celebration stamp sets. So that's pretty cool. You get to choose. And I'll be looking to see what I have and sharing with you what would be a good option for you. So if you have any questions about what 2 you might want to get for free, let me know, as I have ideas. All right, so I'm just going to tuck that away out there. Okay, on to the mini catalog. I think that was all. Yeah. So there are, when you open it up, the table of contents talks about our product suites. And those are awesome because those products are designed to work together and makes it easy. You have one number for the whole suite, and then you can add some pieces on there as well. So you'll want to check those out as we go through. So I'm going to show you some of the suites. So we have the first one is Sweet Talk. So perfect for Valentine's Day, but you could use it for just weddings, love, you know, that type of thing. So we have ribbon and little boxes and jewels and designer paper. And then our next suite is the Flowering Fields. So tulips, windmills, very springy. I love that ribbon. And these brushed brass butterflies, 3 bees, and the designer series paper as well. And our next one is the Symbols of Fortune with, I want to say cranes. It's a crane, not a heron. So stamp set and ribbon, some mother of pearl specialty paper, and then this beautiful designer paper. Next up, we have the Artfully Composed Suite. This is one that I purchased the whole suite. Generally, there's 1 or 2 items in a suite that I don't love, but, oh, sorry, I shouldn't say I ordered the whole thing because I didn't, not this one, sorry, because I didn't get this vellum. I'm undecided about the vellum, but it looks really interesting. All right, so I'm going to show you this before we move on to the rest of the catalog. So the Artfully Layered Stamp Set with the coordinating, what is it called? I don't remember what. The dies are called Tropical Layer dies. So this here, this will cut out, these 2 will cut up the stamped images, whereas these will add some accent to those stamped images. And then we have our 12 by 12 designer series paper, the Artfully Composed. And it's a nice, bright, fun pack. Lots of different designs. And then the card that I made recently when I shared my unboxing video where I received these items. So there, it even has some of the little glass embellishments. It doesn't want to come in view too well, but that was a fun card to make. All right, so those are items. Oh, I should also show you the embellishments. Embellishments are fun. It doesn't take much to add items on. Let me just pull out a bunch here. I have them in my drawers beside me, and now I'm trying to decide which ones were what. I think that goes with that. All right. So I like putting embellishments in these stamp containers just because it's nice and easy, and they fit in my IKEA drawers. All right, so here's those faux glass shapes as part of that suite. So there's like white, I want to say it's pear pizzazz. Yeah, pear pizzazz and probably just jade or mint macron, either one. And then there's this gorgeous, this is 3/4 white frayed ribbon. I love the edge of that ribbon. There you go. I'm looking forward to coloring that. That should be very, very interesting to color it. All right, so new embellishments. Always fun to get new embellishments. All right, next up, our next suite is New Horizons. This is one of my favorites. This is the one I ordered the whole suite for because I love watercoloring, and this just made me think of watercolors. So we have a stamp and die bundle, some ribbon, some funky pebbles that already have sticky on the back, and some designer paper. All right, so here is that ribbon. So we have pink and blue ribbon. This is like a cotton ribbon, which is pretty awesome. It's really soft. And then we have these pebbles. So like grays and brown. These will be fun to put on there on the project. Oh, I forgot to show those to you. That's okay. Well, I'll show those to you in a minute. All right, and then we have the stamp set on the horizon. I love the little birds and this like little wood sign. And then the dies for it. It's like mountains, a little fence, and then to create those on the horizon, like houses and hills and trees. And the project that will be shared today is these 6 by, well, they're more like 6.5 by 6.5 things that I'm probably going to hang on my wall, right about up there, just to kind of like do this, and they're hanging on the wall. I think that'll work. I haven't tried hanging them on the wall yet, but we'll see. So then the paper is the star of this suite. And it's very hard to do. Like I like having like a little cheat sheet, just like the Artfully Composed. I like having a little cheat sheet of what's in there, but these papers are too pretty to just to show a little bit. So like, it's just really awesome how these turned out, I should say. I love the purple in them. And then this is the back side. So lots of color, lots of like watercolor wash. So there's lots there, and all I can think of like starry sky and Orion, I guess, or just looking up the Big Dipper while sitting by the campfire. That's all I can think of. All right, I need to show you those brushed brass butterflies because they are so cute. So I can see myself using them. Actually calling them by their full name, I don't know about that one. All right, so that is the New Horizons suite. Our next up would be Abstract Beauty. And this one's really fun because of all the different shapes, the hexagons, and I love those little hexagon adhesive back hexagons, and the fun gold accents. Then we have Heart and Home. This is something that we were able to purchase a little earlier. So you may have seen this out there. So some lovely designer paper and some Memories of More cards and some, I want to say navy. No, it's just denim ribbon. So I don't think it actually is navy or misty moonlight or whatnot. And then Hey Sports Fan with a bundle and some ribbon and some stars adhesive things and some designer paper. Now, I'm not going to show you everything in the catalog because you need to have a look yourself. But I wanted to share the suites, but also I wanted to share a few other, things in the catalog. On page 75, we have some items that are carrying over from the July to December mini catalog. So these items are still available. They are listed online if you want to have a better look at them, but there's even more items than what's listed here as well. And there were some items that carried over from the July-December mini that will be in the next July to December mini. So they're not available right now, but they will be. So on pages 76, starting at 76, we have these bundles. So if you miss seeing any of the punches and dies bundled with the stamp sets throughout the catalog, this is where you can see them as well. So they're all here. So there's like the Artfully layered, and it tells you what page as well. So page 34. So if you wanted to have a peek see, so like if you wanted to purchase the Amazing Silhouette stamp set, which is very, very pretty, one I haven't used either, you could purchase it with the Amazing Thanks dies, and it would be $60.25. And then maybe you could choose from the Sale-A-Bration catalog that marvelous designer series paper, and that would work well together. Or maybe you do get the Sunshine and Rainbows designer series paper to make a nice, bright, fun card. All right, so those are all the bundles here. So there's lots of them. And then here in the back, if you're looking for a particular set, they're all alphabetical order now. So instead of it being by page number, it's by name. So if you're looking for something by name, stamps, then dies, then we have punches. Look at all those wonderful punches. And then embossing folders. I forgot. I don't know if I have them. That's okay. Lovely designer series paper. So there's 8 new packs of designer paper. Then we have more paper items up here, some ribbons, and then the embellishments items. And then as you go to the back, it talks about joining Stampin' Up, which for $135, you get to choose $165 worth of product, and you get to choose everything that's in your kit. If you'd like to host on top of Sale-A-Bration, which happens January and February, you would look at page 90 to see what your host benefits would be. So that is the catalog in a quick glance. I just want to set it up here for a minute because I have a few other things to share with you. And then I will share with you that rainbow bundle and the designer paper. All right, so In the Moment stamp set is another fun set from the mini catalog. And this is a card that I shared when I first got this set. So this was a set that was included in my Onstage box. Onstage is a once a year event in November that Stampin' Up holds for demonstrators. So we got to see new items and new projects ahead of time in November from the mini catalog. So this was what was included in the box. So it's a fun little card. And next up, we have my rainbow, my favorite rainbow of happiness. I love this. It's just so nice and bright to me. It just feels nice and bright, even though it's just black and white and photopolymer. But all I can think of is colors and seeing rainbows, which are just so fun just to spy. So the Rainbow of Happiness stamp set, and I used it for a card for a video that you'll see on Thursday, and it has a coordinating dies. So this one here is awesome. I didn't use it in the video. I used this one, but I will be using a card to make it do a shaker because there's these really pretty little sequins, sparkle and shine sequins assortment. And it's these, look at the sparkle. And that just makes me think of like coming out on the clouds. Ooh, cloud. I talked about the new punches, but I forgot to bring that out. So there is a cloud punch that coordinates with these products as well. All right, so want to see the designer paper? This is a closer look at the Sunshine and Rainbows. So this here is $60.25 for the stamp set and dies. So then you can choose the Sunshine and Rainbows Sale-A-Bration paper. So this is all the designs. It's nice and bright and cheery. And if you wanted to, you could add on the sparkle and shine embellish sequins and the cloud punch. And then, where's my card? Right here. Here is the sneak peek of the card I'll be sharing on Thursday. So I used the punches and the dies and the stamp set. So really pretty and great. So I'm looking forward to buying more items out of the catalog. I already have my wish list. I'm placing an order today. So you'll see some more videos of new products coming soon. But it's really, really hard what to choose. And if you're not sure if you can choose which ones first, talk to me. And we can go over your wish list and I can give you some ideas or let you know if I did get it and see if you have any questions and if I can help you out that way as well. And if you've enjoyed this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel so that way you keep up to date with my videos, because I do release one every week on Thursday. So thanks for joining me today, and have a great day wherever you are.